With cladding season on the way, a lot of customers are coming to me and asking me about buying Western red cedar. Now, the thing with Western red cedar is it's a collective term for the species, but really it's made up of both British and Canadian. And I thought that it would be a good idea to do a vlog to just explain the differences between them both, because they are very, very different animals. So this is Canadian cedar, which, as you can see, is very clear of knots, very straight grained. It's that lovely reddish kind of colour, and it's a very clear product. If you compare that to the British, you can see it's a completely different colour. So Western red is almost a bit misleading, really, because this is a more straw-like or creamy kind of colour. And even though this is a very good example of British cedar, because it's a good board, it's got quite a lot of those knots that are coming through. So very different to the Canadian in that it's not quite as clear, and it's certainly not as straight grained, if you can see these kind of swirling patterns. This is almost more like an economy version, and commonly used for things like outbuildings and agricultural buildings, sheds, etc. But the Canadian cedar is much more of a high-end product, and you'd imagine that architects will spec this for, you know, prestigious building projects, etc. So it's important to know then that the British cedar, even though it's perfectly fine for outdoor use, it's a lot cheaper, but it's softer and it won't last as long as the Canadian. Whereas the Canadian is a lot more durable, untreated. You can use that for a cladding project and it'll last for decades. So it's they're two completely different types, and it's really important for a customer to know that the Canadian, more expensive, the British, cheaper, but a lot less durable.